The first word processor that you can talk to. It's taken 20 years to develop, and it's called Dragon Dictate. It's pretty impressive. It can recognise up to 60,000 words, and once you've spent several hours training it to recognise your voice, it can do some pretty impressive stuff. When I want the microphone to switch on and off, I have to keep saying, wake up and go to sleep. This is so that the computer doesn't get confused between when I'm talking to it and when I'm talking to you. So here we go. Wake up. Dear Violet, comma, new paragraph. How are you? Question mark. Go to sleep. Well, so far so good, but as you know, there are words in the English language which sound the same, but mean completely different things and are spelt differently. Let's see if the computer can cope with that. Wake up. It's not a knot. Go to sleep. See, the computer knew that in the context of that sentence, the second knot should be spelt K-N-O-T. So I'm ready. I've spent hours talking to it. It's learned my voice. I reckon I'm ready for anything.
You said it, Andy, so stand by for the ultimate challenge. Meet Justine, the fastest office angel in the north. And I'm going to give you each a bit of text, and neither of you have seen it before. And it's the first to finish the text. So,
wake up.
On your marks, get set.
New paragraph.
So Justine is off to a flyer.
Andy
plodding behind it.
Fastest.
Mind you, Justine is 90 words a minute. I don't think Andy's doing quite that.
100.
10 words a minute, maybe?
And
who knows?
76
Come on, Andy. Finish. Oh, and that is it, which means
April.
Prize for Justine. Congratulations.
59.
And Andy.
At Dixon.
Still waiting for all the fan letters to come streaming in. Well, while we're waiting, here's another cheat. It lets you skip levels on Zool 2 on the Amiga. On the intro screen, type in Bumblebee, B-L-E-B-E, and the screen flashes like that so you know that it's worked. Then when you start the game, you can jump from level to level by pressing return. There's all sorts of ways to contact the Namrood fan club. Snail mail, electronic mail, and of course, carry a hedgehog. Thank you, Spiky. Dear Mr. Rood, once again, the BBC would not be interested in a programme about anorak collectors. Please do not write to us again.
The computer game season was officially pronounced open this week, with not only the return of your favourite TV show, but also the most important computer games event of the year, the European Computer Trade Show. Anyone who was anyone was there, and so was Violet, who found herself strangely drawn to the hardware.
Philips have relaunched the CDI with a new lighter box, a cheaper price, and a funny-looking controller. Like the 3DO, they're still concentrating on a range of different CDs. At the moment, they're particularly concentrating on games, with the excellent-looking Burnside coming out at the end of October. Hitting the shops at last is the 3DO, as well as games that play audio CDs, photo CDs, and with an attachment that will come out later, video CDs. At around 400 quid, it's not cheap, but it does come with a game, Total Eclipse. This is the PlayStation, well, the next generation of super consoles. The Japanese are going to get it in December, but we're going to have to wait until the end of 1995. There aren't any games developed for it at the moment, and programmers are going round and round in circles trying to get some ready. Some say home virtual reality is going to be the next big thing. There are quite a few different headsets coming out in the near future. This one, the snappily titled VFX1, costs a whopping 650 quid. Mind you, you can plug it into the PC and play top PC games like Inferno. As 16-bit computers like the Amiga and the Atari ST fade away, the PC goes from strength to strength. This monster is the absolute latest PC. It's called the Pentium, and this game, Magic Carpet, is one of the first games specifically designed to run on it. Amazing. The last word from this show is emulator. That's a nifty bit of kit that makes one machine act like another. Now this PC's already got a 3DO emulator slotted into it, which means you can go straight from the boring stuff to playing Road Rash. You never know who you're going to come across at shows. This is a games mag from the Czech Republic. So does that mean you get bad influence from the Czech Republic?
Yeah, I think bad influence is so popular, so our magazine is calibrated.
Brilliant. Who's your favourite? Is it Andy?
No.
Is it me?
I think no.
Who is it then?
This guy.
Oh no! I think Lam Rude is an international superstar. Well, in the Czech Republic anyway.
And now for some more games reviews. This is Jungle Book for the SNES, which is also being released on the Mega Drive and Game Boy. The man cub Mowgli is making his merry way back to the village, a journey which involves flinging bananas at everything that moves. There are 12 beautifully animated levels and the soundtrack is excellent. But what's it like to play? Here's Sarah.
This is exactly what you expect from a Disney spin-off. It looks and sounds great, but there aren't many surprises in the gameplay. The first time you see each level, you're just so amazed because it looks so good. But the more you play, the more you get bored because you basically just keep bouncing around, killing and collecting things. Here on one of the levels, which is brilliant, you have to try and kill the end of level baddie, which is Car the Snake. You just have to keep aiming for his head because you can't escape his gaze, he just keeps killing you. You can't fault this on looks, but the gameplay leaves a bit to be desired.
It's fun to play and it looks tops. What more do you want from a platform game?
The picture's great, but after a while I got a bit bored.
And the scores for Jungle Book. The girls gave it an average 3 out of 5, but the boys went one better, 4 out of 5.
Look out, Street Fighters. There are 4 new challenges to your crown. Super Street Fighter 2 for the Mega Drive features DJ, T-Hawk, Fei Long, and a British girl called Cammy, who incidentally is played by Kylie Minogue in the upcoming movie. There are some new moves for the old characters, and new modes like Time Challenge, which tests your speed as well as your fighting skill. But apart from these minor tweaks, it all looks rather familiar. By the way, you should shop around if you're going to buy this one. The recommended price is 60 quid, but you can get it for less than 45 in some shops. Here's Sir Hale.
For £60 I was expecting more in the way of new improved bits, but the new characters are fun to experiment with. Cammy is easily my favourite of the new characters. She's really agile and she's got some brilliant moves there for cannon drill. The animation in this game is absolutely brilliant, but the speech isn't up to much. Most of the attention's gone on Cammy. It's a shame the other characters aren't as good as her. This is Thunderhawk. He's huge and really slow. He's quite difficult to control. He plays a bit like Zangief. You've got to give this 4 for playability because it's such a classic game, but it's not worth getting if you've got the original.
A great game, it's one you'll keep coming back to.
The new characters are pretty similar to the old ones.
And the scores for Super Street Fighter 2, the girls gave it an above average but less than perfect 4 out of 5, and so did the boys.
That's not good. Hello, slimy turtlers. I think all my fan letters must be being wrongly delivered to my assistants Andy and Violet. If I can just get this lift to work, I'll be able to go and collect them. There, that should do it. Right, just time for an impressive cheat before I go and read my massive fan mail. It's for Super Empire Strikes Back on the SNES. On the start game screen, enter XBBYXAAX, and you'll be able to access all the special force powers by starting the game, pressing select, and choosing with L and R. There you go. Elevation, wahey! And talking of elevation, time for me to go upstairs. Right, some reading, I think. 3rd floor, hey! Here we go, can't wait to see all these. Andy! Violet!
Now, unless you've had your head in a boxing glove for the last year, you'll know that tomorrow sees the release of Mortal Kombat 2. Baraka and Raiden are 2 of the characters of Mortal Kombat 2. Guys, welcome to Bad Influence. So, why did they choose you?
Raiden doesn't need an invitation.
Oh, that's what I'm glad we've got that sorted out. Mortal Kombat is just one of the latest games to use digitization. So, apart from standing in front of a blue screen, what else did you have to do?
In order to learn the secret of the blue screen, you must go at it with a round with me and Baraka.
Best of 5.
And now it's time for this week's competition. The prize is a SNES, a Super Game Boy, and copies of Donkey Kong and Tetris 2. And the question is, in which country was the original Tetris created? Phone in your answers on 0891 555 999. Calls will cost no more than 25p, but make sure you get permission from whoever pays the phone bill. Lines will close at midnight on Monday.
10 runners up will get the fantastic new Bad Influence t-shirts. It's better than sleep. But remember, you can't win if you don't get permission.
That's about it this week. Excuse me? And you? We're pretty finish with small clips of Mortal Kombat 2, which we'll be reviewing properly next week, and we'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.